Okay, it's starting.
Shadows forever.
Go.
Oh my gosh.
Hello. 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 How are you today? Oh my god, I hope you did good on your test. I'm sorry I forgot to tell you, about it.
Anyways, today our video is a little different because we're moving.
Yeah,
and
it's
I can't look at you, so I'm
crazy.
sorry because I'm trying to look at the road.
Ooh,
But
can barely see.
anyway, our first video back in a long time because we had
Yeah, and we're just trying to mix it up a little.
no,
with
that's not why, but yeah.
Driving.
Yeah, sure. But anyway, so we're back.
We're back. Sorry for the wait.
Yeah, we had dead period in there. This is so weird. I want to be able to look at you, but I can't.
It's okay.
Anyway, so today we're gonna talk. Our theme for today is the weirdest people we've met this summer.
Do we have to say names?
I don't care.
Or two? I just thought of another one.
Okay. But anyway, so we're gonna. Anyway, like I said, weirdest people we've met this summer. And Amy, you wanna go first?
No, you go first.
Okay.
I always go first.
Okay. One of the weirdest people I've met this summer is the guy who's been out there at the sports complex who thinks he's in charge of the umpires. He is
The crazy redheaded guy?
Yes, Mr. Mullins. He might be the weirdest person I've ever met and the most annoying, and I don't know why he thinks he has so much authority out there, but me and my dad nicknamed him the umpire Gestapo. And anyway, like oh my god, you're so weird. And then, okay, did I tell you about that awful day of the league tournament thing? He was telling me about how he didn't want Caroline's coach's team. He didn't want him to win because he was a bully, or he could just tell that guy was a bully.
Well, the big fat one is.
Yeah, that guy. He was like, I can just tell he's a bully, and I don't like bullies, and I wanted to be like, probably because you got your head shoved into the toilets in your day.
Repeatedly, because
that you're like, I mean, he's just such a nerd, and like, I don't even know like where he came from, like, what is he doing out there?
I know, I've never seen him before.
And why? And like, he runs out there and he's like, what time did y'all start? What's the time limit? Blah 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 blah. Go away,
he's like
leave me
a big
alone.
freak.
Oh my
What
gosh.
is his name?
Mr. Mullins.
Mr. Mullins. Does he have a first name? You know his first
Bobby.
name? Bobby. Oh, that's a problem.
But anyway, so he's super weird. Really.
Yeah, I know who he is. He's so crazy.
I know, I can't stand him, like, ugh. But anyway, okay, and then the next weirdest person I know, okay, I'm having to take this stupid summer class, and there is this girl in my class who is, like, literally, she is, like, the epitome of the, oh my gosh, that girl will not shut up. She is that girl. And, like, she, like, interrupts class, and, like...
For what? To talk about stuff, or just randomly?
Well, yeah, no, like, to talk about stuff, our teacher will be talking about something, and she'll ask a question or like make a comment, but it's like it's like off topic. It's like kind of dealing with what we're talking about, but not really, and it like gets him like off topic, and then he'll be like, okay, well, where was I? And like she's gotten so annoying that he's like, first he would just like kind of joke around with her about how she talked too much, and then he like got serious about it. He was like, seriously, you need to stop interrupting me. And then he was like, if you don't stop it, I'm going to make you sit in the corner. And then he was like, if you don't stop talking, I'm going to start taking points off your grade in this class.
Oh my gosh, what a freak.
Yeah, and like she still, like that has only deterred her like a little bit, like not very much.
Yeah.
And like the whole class like literally hates her. Wants to kill her.
That's funny.
And like I feel like on the very last day of class, somebody's just going to be like, you're the most annoying person we've ever met in our entire life. Yeah, seriously, I think that might happen to her. But anyway, she's awful. Terrible.
That's awful.
She is. Oh my
I would
gosh.
hate to be like that.
And like, and the thing is like, I don't even think she realizes that he's making fun of her. Like the class hates her or anything. I don't even think she knows. Like I don't even think she's realized. But anyway, so that's her. And then thirdly, and maybe the most weirdest person I've met so far, or not met because I knew him before. But anyway, he's also in my class, and it is none other than Declan Doyle.
No.
He is, he was weird in high school, but he is, like, weirder now.
What does he look like?
Well, first of all, like, the rat tail wasn't enough. Now he just, like, grew all of his hair out, so he has, like a shortish ponytail, or, like, I don't know, like, a neck-length ponytail, probably.
Gross.
And one of the first days of class, he showed up and he had a clippy in his hair.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, what? And then, like, the next week, he showed up and he had highlights in his hair. He got blonde highlights in
And
his
he has
hair.
black hair,
Yeah.
doesn't he? no.
And he is just, oh my gosh, he's almost as annoying as this girl, but not quite, just because he doesn't talk quite as much.
Yeah.
But when he does talk, it's like, yeah, it's like, he's not even a real person.
He's so weird.
He is, like, he might be the weirdest person I've ever met.
I think so, I know, yeah. He is crazy.
But anyway, so those are the weirdest people I've met this summer. Now,
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay, first, the weirdest person I ever met, he's 6. But he's not weird like that kind of weird. He's just like so just odd. He's just an odd little boy. And he's in my group at Adventure Club. And I guess I won't say his name. I won't say his name because I don't know. What if it's somebody's cousin or something? Okay, his name is James. His name is James, and he's like really short for his age, like really small, one of the really smaller ones. And his little arms are like only like this big around. He's so tiny and cute, but his head is huge. He has a big old head, and he is so smart though. Like he knows everything, and he reminds me. Do you ever watch The Big Bang Theory?
No.
Here, watch it.
I hate that show.
Yes.
No.
No. But anyways, but you know who that the show is.
Yeah.
Okay, you know Sheldon?
Yeah.
That is him. That will be this little boy. Like if you ever want to know like who they based Sheldon off of, it's this kid. I'm serious, they're the same person.
Our speed is slowing down because we're now entering Marshall, and we all know what happened in Marshall. So anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Anyway, so yeah, he's like he's a crazy little kid, and like he'll just say stuff, and he always walks around, and he's like,
There's nothing wrong with him?
no, I think he's just really smart and like awkwardly smart, like Jonathan. Only Lakin will appreciate that. Okay, think about Jonathan, and it's this little kid too. Want to know what Jonathan was like as a little boy? It's James. So, anyways, he's really odd. Like, okay, well, here's a story. I have these two other little boys, and they just fight. They're not even. I made them not even be allowed to be each other, by each other. And so, one day, this one little boy kicked the other boy, and and caused him to start crying. He was like bawling, and I can't. He was freaking out, and I was like, I don't know. Walk it off. I don't know. And so Danny, I was like having to go like discipline the other kid, and I was like, Danny, we do not ever do that. We don't kick people. We don't touch people. No, just absolutely not. And so James, this little boy, came up to me and he goes, Miss Amy, I think I know the reason why Danny kicked John in the wiener. No, okay. I was like, oh, the wiener, don't say that, I don't know. But it was so funny. And I was like, oh, okay, James, what do you think that was? Well, you see, okay, John and Danny were playing, and then they, took it just a little too far. I don't even, seriously, this is the conversation we're having. And it was like, and I think that maybe, Danny, after that happened, that Danny just showed his aggression by kicking John in the wiener. Thank you for that assessment of the situation, James. Thank you, James. And I was like, I think Danny just took his anger out by kicking him in the wiener. Oh my god, how old are you? Like 40? Are you 40 in there? Like a little midget man? Because your head sure is big enough to be a real guy. And I said, you're pretty smart, aren't you? And he was like, yeah, I'm very smart. I'm sure you are. I'm very smart. Yes, I'm very smart. And we have watched these little movies, and they're about the little chipmunk or something, I don't know what he is, that can do good. And that he always does good things and believes in God and, trusts in God and all this stuff. And so they're like, and I was like, I'm really scared to go on that big spinny thing over there. And they're like, no. And then so one little girl was like, just Amy, you need to do what Chatter did on the movie. And I was like, oh, what do you do? And she's like, pray. He prayed that they would keep him safe. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll just say a prayer and say, please God, keep us all safe on the Wizard, and please God, do not let Miss Amy throw up. Amen. And they're like, yeah, that would be so good. And then James was like, looking at me and he goes, I was like, what, James? And he goes, I think God has a lot better things to do than worry about whether you throw up or not. I just sat there I was just like, oh, he just made me feel bad. The little boy just made me feel really bad. Yeah, I think God has a lot better things to do. Worry about whether you throw up or not. And I was like, James, you don't think he cares? Well, I mean, he cares, but seriously, it's just